Hey, what's up, guys? My name's Ben. All my roommates are out right now. They said they were gonna go out for some drinks and some fun times down at Dave & Buster's, but once again they didn't invite me. So, anyways, let me take you through. Up here we've got my spooky room. My whole life's a big spooky room, but this is my spooky town, USA. This is cemetery tours right here, and this is where you buy tickets. It's a really good racket he's got. He like reaps souls and brings them to the cemetery, and then charges for admission to dig tours. So the little box here, if we turn this up, and spooky.
Spooky Town Cemetery Tour. People are just dying to get in.
That's a pun right there. This guy reminds me a lot of my dad. He's with the kids. I like to think he has a voice that's it's like,
Hey, hurry up! Make a decision, god damn it! Maybe out with the boys drinking. But I'm stuck with you little shits. Buy a ticket! Buy it!
it's kind of what my dad sounds like. This is how dead people get to places. They ride in a hearse. You know, usually when you die, you get put in a coffin, and the coffin goes in a hearse, and then you get driven wherever you want. It's like your own private limo service, but when you're dead. And then you come down here, you got the guy. He's like, he's got a wheelbarrow full of bones, but he's just trying to make ends meet. That's why he works here at the cemetery. His name is Leonard, and he's based off of a janitor named Leonard, and he was like my only friend. And he ended up getting arrested, and I was on his defense side. They called me up to the stand, and I like stood up for Leonard because he stood up for me so many times. We still went to jail because I guess he was actually a little too close to kids. So this Leonard's different though. This Leonard doesn't touch. This Leonard just carts bones around, and he loves his wife. Anyways, there's this guy right here. He's playing a little violin, and it says right there, it says, "We'll be back," but it's spelled like Bach, like that old musician guy Bach. So that's kind of another pun there. Highest form of comedy right there is puns. It's a Shakespeare thing. These people are dancing right here. We might actually bone a little later because, you know. Basically, boning is like another word for like doing it. And they're made of bones because they're like skeletons. So that's the pun. Shakespeare would be proud of that one. I love Shakespeare. Actually, Leonard introduced me to it. He had a book. It's the complete works of Shakespeare. That's what he looked like back in the day. Like I said, I didn't have a lot of friends, so there's a lot of time to kill. That's another pun. You probably also noticed too, we've got bats. We've got some hanging candles there. When they're not turned on like this during the day, they just look like white sticks. And they hang from the ceiling, and then people come over and they say, "Why did you hang a bunch of tampons from your ceiling?" And then I always have to explain that they're actually candles. People don't seem to get it. Oh, that's my cat over there. His name's Salem. He's really fat, and he likes to stand on your crotch. It hurts. This is a good way to wake up. I'm gonna put it somewhere else. Put it over here. That's one big happy family. Like my family, this is like me, and then my older brother Scott, and then this is my mom, Diane. We just call her mom because it's kind of weird when you call your parents by their names. I tried it once, and my mom, she spanked me. That was the last time that she spanked me because she had bent me over her bed and then spanked me, so I kind of wet her bed. We just stuck to groundings after that. you want to cut it at all? No, you can't go in there. Sorry. So I used to think vampires were a thing that didn't exist. But then I met one. It was a dude vampire. I was hanging out at this slam poetry event. I kind of like to go to those every once in a while. You know, sort of like remind myself how much I'm not doing with myself. But there was this guy there and he was just giving off really cool vibes. He was like dressed really old like. So I went up to him and I was like, cool tie, bro. And he was like,
how dare you speak to me?
I was like, whoa, sorry, bro. Didn't mean to. And then everything was kind of a blur because he either did this or something. And then the next thing I know, like, we're back at his place and feel all dizzy. He's like changed his clothes. Now he's like wearing a big robe and he's like, his chest is sticking out. And he's like really cut. He's like, he looks good. I mean, you know, I like girls, but you know, sometimes, you know, I see a guy that looks good and I'm like, that looks good. Like respect, you know, cause I don't look good. Anyways, so we're back at his place and he's got like 3 girls all over him and they're like biting him and stuff. I'm like, whoa, I just wanted to go out, go to some slam poetry, feel bad about myself, but this is getting like on a whole new level. This is like too deep. So like I tried to just like leave without making any waves, you know? And he's like,
where are you going?
and I was like, oh, no, don't mind me, man. I don't want to interrupt you. Good for you guys. So I was like, I'm gonna catch an Uber back home, and maybe, you know, heat up some leftover mac and cheese, and then maybe like watch some Netflix. And he was like,
You cannot leave. You are mine now, just as these women are mine.
anyways, he was like,
How would you like to be immortal?
and I was like, well, let's break that down, because like, you know, it sounds appealing, like nobody really wants to die, but then you think like, if I were to live forever, like what would I do with my time here? Vampire guy, he looks at me, he's like,
You will belong to me now. You will do as I say, and I will reward you with everlasting life.
and I don't know. I was like, against my better judgment, I'll ride this out. But then, you know, before I left, like we exchanged information. I gave him my phone number, and then we've been like texting ever since. He talks a lot. He's supposed to show up tonight. He's gonna come over and pick me up. I made this joke with him. I was texting him and I was like, you drive Mustang convertible? Like, you know, because convertibles don't have tops to them, so like the sun could come in and like burn them up. You know, if he's as old as he looks, like maybe he just doesn't understand the concept of convertibles. That's kind of why I like puns so much, because puns are like, no matter what, it's funny. Yeah. When he showed me his rack, the thing that stretches people out, I was like, hey, nice rack. He tried it out on me once because I was like, why don't you try it? And he was like,
Proceed if you dare.
and I was like, do it. I bet you do it. I bet you won't. And he did. And it hurt a lot. It hurt. It hurt a lot. What I was trying to go for was like, you know, when you say to like a girl, hey, nice rack, and you're really talking about her boobs, but he didn't seem to get it. He just seemed kind of proud of his rack. Maybe that's something I can do for him too. Maybe I could kind of teach him about jokes. Yeah, you could strap the girl to it and then say, nice rack. Oh, yeah, I'm gonna share that with him. I've got a lot of long-term goals. They might be put on hold once I kind of see where this vampire assistant thing's going. But, you know, depending on how that plays out, I'd like to be the lead singer for, it's like gothic Viking metal. It's kind of like my favorite music. It's really calming for me. Another long-term goal of mine is to get past the 1,000 mark of followers on my DeviantArt page. Like, I really try hard. Like, I write some really dark poetry. 997. So then I start making some like fan art. 998. It's been like that for like 2 years now. Like, I can't get to 1,000. That would be really cool. Oh, I think I just heard a knock. Yep, it's him. Hey, how's it going?
Are you ready to go?
I'm gonna say about him.
Hurry up. The engine's running.
Okay.
I'm double parked.
Okay. So this is it. I don't know how long I'll be gone. If my roommate Kevin sees this, please don't touch my stuff. Also, there's some more kitty food for Salem and Mistopheles. If you could just make sure to keep their bowl full. Vampire assistant. He left.